Hello there and welcome back to Strategic Command WWII War in Europe as we continue our fight to the last man, to the last bullet against the evil allies on expert difficulty level with all bonuses granted as we are trying to restore the borders of the Roman Empire. As you can see, the situation is looking pretty good for the Roman Empire borders. The entirety of the Mediterranean has been secured pretty damn much by our noble forces, Italian forces, doing pretty good, as you can see. The economy will improve as the locations are getting up to strength. Remember the oil, this is all connected to the capital of Berlin, all the way up to Mersa Matruh, all the way to Basra. That's oil that will be at 10 value. So that will be pretty huge boon while we are getting devastated by the strategic bombardment of the allies. That will hopefully come soon to an end. Well-deserved end. And of course, in the meantime, we are dealing with the destruction of the enemy forces in the other, let's put it that way, locations around Normandy. Brest has fallen, Lorient has fallen for a turn. Well, actually, I don't believe it did. It was not taken, but yeah. We are going to stand our ground near Cherbourg while we grind our way to victory in other positions. We've got Dora, we will continue to demolish the ports facilities while demolishing them in here with artillery pieces. And the goal is to begin our strategic anti-assault against the strategic bombers of the Allied powers. One by one they will go down. That's the goal for us to achieve. Otherwise, we are dealing with some nonsense around here. We've destroyed the last attempt of the enemy to break through to Bryansk. At the Orel front line, we took part of the Moscow. Unfortunately for us, the supply will not be great after we operated the HQ here, because he will chain to Vyazma. Because it is, for some reason, instead of Vyazma channeling to Kesselring. Because why not, right? So we'll have to wait 2 turns before we can actually get some supply going. Which is insane, but it is what it is. Half of Moscow has fallen, but also the main point, focal point of the last turn was that Leningrad is free from the Allied occupation, which is pretty nice because it should bring the commies below 75%, which is the threshold for the morale. So that's nice. We've successfully withdrawn our forces from the danger that was, well, the railway that we can see, and now the railway is actually cut off in Kizlyar, so they won't be able to immediately reinforce their positions. Hopefully also permanently, they will not be able to do so. And we've got another front line coming in from the Turkey, which was recently liberated by the forces of Rome. Okay, let's go to the next turn, shall we? The capture of Leningrad boosts Axis morale. Advanced fighters development huge. Heavy bombers, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Everything that we can get on our hands is nice. They may land in Calais. Hopefully it won't be the case. They reinforced. The weather is not good for them. Wow, they lost a point. I would like to preserve this sap, if I can, but obviously it probably won't be in the cards. We saw plenty of the reinforcements for the allies. Look at the amount they have. Absolutely possessed. Not right now. And of course in the wrong direction. We dive, we go. Of course they had just unit ready in here. Just in range, right? So they operate guys around, we'll have to clap them accordingly. And of course they have just a tank in there as well. Now we will suffer, hopefully we can break through Moscow. I doubt it, but we've seen a couple of weird things happening before. Now, our gambit was successful. Unfortunately, I don't think we can hold out with you anymore. Okay, strategic bombardment is coming soon. Level 5. Oh my dear lord. Oof. Level 5. Insanity bombers. And they bombarded us last turn, so they magically upgraded them. Of course you do. I know. I don't want to bombard the British one because I don't believe we can actually get away. Okay, that's not bad location for them to bombard. It's not very valuable. They bombarded. What the flip? We need to, of course, avenge it. Oh my dear lord. You are not grounded either. Oof. Hold the line. Hold the line. Disgusting, folks. I moved them too quickly. That's on me. That's completely on me. My anti-tank is literally in zero supply, probably. Or pretty damn close to zero. Well, I know I'm not getting it back, that's for sure, because for God's sake, I moved HQ in here. And we'll lose the freaking entirety of the front line because of that, probably. You have no idea how pissed I am right now. We held. Well, kind of. I cannot even buy it back. Another one. They leave the tank in here. Which is good, their supply has to diminish at some point, so... I'm going to go and hunt for the HQ. Of course you do. Okay, it seems like they are not that dumb, after all. Freaking partisan. I cannot even reinforce you properly. Fuck's sake. Disgusting. In other words. Beautiful. Of course you do. Maybe it affects Vyazma in some way, right? Saudi Arabia, Sweden moves away. We'll have to survive that, I guess. Second strategic bomber is destroyed. This is the end. I am so pissed. Yeah. Finally have some reinforcements. We go for the kills, folks. We go for the kills. That one will be my priority. Are you in range? You're not. Okay, they don't have anti-aircraft gun next to him. But this is more important. I am not in range. That's medium bomber. That's not medium bomber. Forget what I say. Look at that. Another wave coming through. Anyway, we have to destroy them. Now they seem to be... They are still so freaking far ahead of supply. How is that possible? Can somebody explain it to me? Anyway, we are going to go in against this bomber, I guess, in this case. Strategic bomber, that is. Because at least we are all in range. What cannot be said about my previous bombers? Disgusting. At least it's like reasonable in price to be completed. We've got Fliegenkorb that can help us out against HQ. Okay. So this is not a small deal. And you may even help us out, destroying ports on such locations. I want to take care of you as well. Let's start with the west. Of course, we just jump onto it. Look at that. Cavalry division. Tanks, corps. Everywhere. Should we focus on that? How much do we lose? 2 points. Nice. We can demolish them slowly, turn by turn. Good gain. Beautiful. as a retreat because we can spend you. Okay, nice. Can probably successfully demolish you with a tank. Instead, you could even reach all the way to here already. Let's take a look at odds. So tank would it be? Maybe not, however. Yeah. Slow down. Just wait on whatever they decide to bring, right? Maybe even do that, actually, yeah. Leave some space. Move in next to a port. Cut his ass off. Yeah. Now, let's go for the strategic bombers. I'm still like wondering, should I? Should I not? I'm so tempted. Do they get defense with the upgrade? Let's take a look. They do. I want to destroy American one. We can destroy you from further away. Man, I've got only 2 fighters. I've got 3 fighters. And 1 medium bomber. And we can demolish you instead. I'm going to pull the plan on this one. Let's go. If I can do it. 1 point. Disgusting. We cannot freaking touch them. Four points. Okay, so we would need bombers in this case. Nothing. Okay, so we need bombers actually to be able to provide this kind of help. Let's just take it down. Nothing. Not that, bro. That's helpful in some cases, I guess, but that wasn't my target. And I moved them away. 3 points. Nice. And it would be pretty much done. As of now. Ah, that was a strategic bomber. That's why you suck so hard. What? Did you see that? Did you see that? I didn't hold the mouse over here. Whatever. Now do we dare? You know what, let's do it. Let's go in. Let's destroy them properly. Dig in. We control the port. No way. No way you've got that good of a supply. And you are not attached to HQ, so these guys are not that threatening. In my opinion, at least. And we are in range, which is the important stuff. Absolutely demolished myself for nothing. Operate you in. Because I guess our campaign is over. And it ended with a complete failure, to put it lightly. We will need to wait for much more economy than that. You will reinforce elites on you. A victory! In Narva continues. Let's move in. Nothing in here. Let's try and start grinding them down, I think. In this case. Up. For supply they cannot operate. Up. That shouldn't take too long. Now we have to hunt the HQs, from what I recall. But we've got some other stuff to also. Okay, nothing is in here. Let's try to finish you off. Nice. How about you die? Nice, for once. Begin. Now you can properly reinforce. How nice. Unfortunately, please tell me you are at 8 next turn. Thank goodness for that. We attacked Moscow. There is a chance that we can take it. I repeat, there is a chance that we can take Moscow. With that supply, it might be a bit tough. As we need someone to enter the town itself. Which will be you, I think. And it is, after all. Okay, folks. No matter the cost, we have to go. We can only enter the town with him. And only if he doesn't attack. Yeah. We need to go with... Who is the worst? You are. No! Oh my... It's happening. Moscow, look at that. Beautiful. And look at that. Beautiful as well. Who's the most threatening in here? Moscow. We'll bombard them all, I think. If they are not making any resistance against us, then we will destroy them all. Where are you? There are only so much range. I mean, we don't need to attach to you. Let's not be dramatic. Now, again, this hex. Let's not take those hexes. Of course, of course. So, how far can we reach? Mm-hmm. Nice. Is this properties? Weak zone of control, weak zone of control. Okay, you're dead. I will decide whether you are dead later. Okay, so you have bombardment. Outside of range of my HQ. Tough call, but that's HQ. Let's tip it in fire. That's a freebie. And that's a threat as well. 2 at a price of 0. Bye-bye, tank. That was a show of power of our mighty and glorious armada. Now, I want to finish you off. We'll see how they will react to that. Kauga, the siege of Kauga is over, technically speaking. Move you closer. The non-medium bomber, that is. And probably, if we can stabilize the situation here, we will operate you all to deal with the Western menace. Like, properly, because, to put it lightly, the latest performance was not exactly to my liking. Speaking of which, we'll leave the air power as of now in their positions. You can retreat. I think I will just move you in here first, however. No, he can make moves, so let's move him out of there now. Let's bump him a little bit. Bye-bye. And that gives me room to do that. It will not take long for them to go down. Now, we are finally ready to deploy. I want to demolish those guys. I need to take it. Do we have a unit? Yes, we do. Good. That was the most important thing. Now, the more important thing is that we can move on. You will dig in this hex, and we will continue with our fight from here. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Actually, we are pretty good. We can operate from here. Yeah. Speaking of which, we can also remove you. Now let's enjoy 10 supply in the valid positions. Perfect. Let's just land in here then. Pretty chill landing. Ground for now. Of course, we are going to cut you off at the correct time. Speaking of correct time, it's time to reunite Hungarian HQ with proper units and forces. And you are going to go down next. The Moscow has fallen. Leningrad has fallen last turn. Moscow is ours. We'll see how they will react to that. Maybe they will attempt to retake it. But what I know is that the end of the Axis is near. They will not be able to hold any longer. We'll hold Narva for now. And you might be able to help out with that little objective. Now, we will spend a couple of more turns in order to make sure that we can achieve everything we need to achieve, as our forces are quite thin at current stage. They might decide that the best course of action is to destroy us. They've got a couple more coming. Long range anti-air unit, not too tough to deal with. And there are some questionable aspects. We'll have to reinforce you properly, and we'll have to operate you as well, with additional forces waiting. I don't say that often, but we are finally back on track. So what can we buy that is cheap and will need it? HQ. We're already behind on that front. You'll be the HQ that will go to the west, so might as well spend some money on you. Yeah, and we don't have that much left. So another anti-aircraft gun will have to do. How are we doing in this term now? Not nearly good enough. And the Italians. If we cannot buy it with all the upgrades, I'm not going to buy it. Instead, I'm going to save my money. I think we should stick to this front line for quite a few turns. I would also prefer to properly attach to some of the stuff that we lost. We'll see. Anyway. Oh, I have completely forgotten about you. Let's reinforce you because you are in the most likely dangerous territory that now this is marsh. Let's see. Die. One more bites the dust. Yeah. And all good is in the hood. Now, I don't see any increase in partisan activity, to be honest. However, I might not be the best person to describe that. Let's move you out. Of course, let's move you back in here. Maybe, just maybe, you'll score some value. And let's upgrade you, my dear HQ. So, because you are quite important. And we'll see what will that mean to Brest and the supply provided by the HQ. Because 6 and 7 supply from Brest, it was 8. Okay. Yeah. So actually it was possible. Yeah, but we'll see for how long. Next turn we'll clean some of this up. We'll see where they decide to land. We've got some entrenchment, we've got you. We can start demolishing stuff. Continue with the demolishment process. We can demolish Cherbourg itself as well. Slowly but surely. And that port, we'll see about it. The city. If I only destroyed the city, that would have been glorious pretty much. Yeah, but anyway, we'll see where they deploy. Units are coming. Operate to Belgrade. And we will wait. Dig in there. We have to take Batumi and Poti from the other side. I don't think they can resist us for much longer. Actually, maybe we should go for Tbilisi first. Converge on it. Cut them off. Yeah, sounds about right. Let's take a quick look at the losses by all of the forces. Look at that. Soviet losses. Graphs. That should be a quite good turn for us. Yes, indeed it is. The commies are still holding out relatively well. The Brits are not. The Americans are not suffering any losses so far, which might seem weird, but yeah, mostly we just demolished the British forces in recent activities. Unfortunately, that nonsense prevents us from properly securing our positions. The level 4 is advancing, however, logistics are advancing, and with that another Italian HQ might appear. And we maybe will achieve enough advantage to actually start destroying some stuff. However, as I said, we will first have to take a look at all facets of what will actually occur in the Moscow sector. If everything goes according to plan, we can operate my air power and my HQ back to the proper location. And if it won't happen, then we'll have to think about other stuff. Now, with Moscow falling, all of these guys and this railway being connected the way it is, all of these guys have max supply of 5, as you can see. So these forces are not going anywhere as far as I am concerned. So we should be good in the north. In the south, as we can see, Orel still holds strong. Not for long, hopefully, however. Especially with the destruction of this HQ ability to supply stuff. Yeah. Hopefully we won't lose you as well. And will be in range to actually attach my HQ to proper guys around the area. But as was said, we'll have to see it in a next video, I guess. The oil fields are ours. Grozny has recovered. We need to wait till oil field will recover properly before we can get 10 supply in the city, but the railway is cut. No more reinforcements are going to come quickly enough, that is. They will come, but not quickly enough. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.